You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
What up, world? East the deal. It's your friendly neighborhood man, J5TH, also known as J5 from the east side. What's the deal, man? Peace and blessings, shalom to all of you out there. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Man, I appreciate you guys for rocking with your man on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday evening, man. I pray that all is beyond blessed and well with you all and that you guys are ready for an incredible show. Today, we're going to be talking about accountability, you guys. Accountability. Accountability is not an attack. Accountability is not an attack. That's what we're going to be talking about. So I pray that you guys are open-minded in spirit, body, heart, soul, and intellect, and ready for a great show, man. So don't go nowhere. Again, like, share, subscribe as we are on our way, on our road to 1K and all that, man. We reaching one subscriber at a time, saving one soul at a time. Each one reach one. We doing what we supposed to do, y'all. So make sure y'all do what y'all supposed to do and hit that like button, subscribe, share, all that great stuff. And don't go nowhere, man. We'll be right back after this. Yeah.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life, trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life, trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you rock it with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life, trying to be part of your life, yeah. We got whatever you like, come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life, trying to be part of your life, we got whatever you like, come on and just give us a try, yeah. We hope you stay a while.
You stay a while, because if you don't, I'm gonna hold you accountable. You say you support a rider, but you ain't liking, you ain't subscribing, you ain't sharing, you ain't telling a friend, you ain't doing none of that shit, man. But you say that you rock with me. Come on now. So I gotta hold you accountable. Today, we are talking about accountability, you guys. And if you're just tuning into the show, thank you so much for doing that, man. You know, all praises to the Most High for giving us a platform to be able to just speak this truth and get this word out to you guys, man, one way or another. Like I said, we reaching one soul at a time and just doing our greatest to uplift our people, man. The greatest way we know how and the greatest way we can on our platforms, whether it's through podcasting, film, music, etc., etc. So we are talking about accountability. Man, accountability has seemed to be such a heavy subject and topic that nobody wants to talk about in our culture, right? And accountability is not an attack. It's not an attack at all. It's not. But some people may take it as that because, you know, like I say, the truth is a very hard pill to swallow. You get what I'm saying? It is. It is. We're going to be talking about growth, ego versus humility, constructive criticism, Shalakia is late. Constructive criticism, maturity, brotherhood, sisterhood, and leadership. All of these things tie into the umbrella of accountability, whether it's good or bad. And the reason why, you know, it's pros and cons to it, because a lot of people don't want to be accountable because, again, the truth hurts. And nobody ever want to turn a mirror on themselves to see the reflection of who they are and what they've been exuding out to the world and to everybody and to peers and people that they may love. You get what I'm saying? You can't heal what you won't admit. Bottom line, a lot of us don't want to understand that truth. We don't want to understand that principle because we have more excuses than solutions in life. And that's just the truth. Accountability isn't an attack on your character. It's a defense for your future. And we have to start projecting that and looking at life in that same sense. Again, it's not an attack on your character. It's not. But if something is wrong with us and we need healing from it because we're broken, we cannot heal what we won't admit. And we often talk about generational curses, soul ties, strongholds. We talk about these things on this platform because those are some of the major key things that's holding our culture back, that has broken the black family, that has broken our culture down, piece by piece, entity by entity. Because there's a lot of things about us that we do not want to admit about ourselves. We ain't shit. It's hard for us to see that. We ain't shit. We the only race that tears each other down the most. We're crabs in a barrel. We don't want to see that. And it's not all of us, you guys. It's not all of us. But it's a lot of us that are like that. And a lot of us are content with not being shit. So we don't even want to turn a mirror to ourselves. We can give a fuck less how we look in the mirror. We don't even look in the mirror when we brush our teeth and wash our face. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about our people, our culture. And those are the things that we have to shy away from. It seems like the biggest enemy to growth is ego. Ego, pride. Come on, man. And we never want nobody to correct us. We never want to hear constructive criticism. We never want to hear these things. And why? Because our ego is blocking that. Our pride is blocking that. Because we don't want to admit that we ain't shit. We don't want to admit that we are suffering from addiction. We don't want to admit that we have problems. We don't want to admit that we rely on our vices more than we rely on the Most High. We don't want to admit none of that shit. And that's the first step to healing, is recognition and admitting. And then the third is submitting. Recognition, admitting, then submitting or submission. That's the steps. That's the steps to accountability. Those are the steps to healing, because once we break down those three and do that, once we recognize the problem that we have and our vices, our strongholds, and generational curse, we're able to reflect. We're able to reflect and really, really see. Really, really see. Now, after recognition and reflection, now we're able to admit, okay, we do have a problem. I do have a problem. I drink too much. I smoke too much. I fuck too much. I lie too much. I boast too much. I brag too much. I spend too much time on social media. I spend more time on my phone than I do with my kids. Now that we admitted these problems, we recognized them, we admitted them, now it's time to submit to it. Submit to it. Oh man, I tap. I done recognized it. I see it. I admit I got this. Now I gotta stop fighting it. Cause I know the thing because of the first two steps. I admitted and recognized who I am and what I've become. So now I gotta submit to it now. Not submit to your desire of wanting to continue to be that way, but submit to the fact, submit to healing. Submit to being accountable now. Because now once you recognized it and admitted it, accepted it, now that's accountability. Now you're opening the door to healing. Those things breed healing. Healing. So you won't be broken. And that's the thing about it. A lot of people think when somebody call you out on some shit, it's an attack on your character and all that. And it's like, nah. Holding somebody accountable is never meant to destroy a person. It's meant to lift them up. For example, if I'm coaching you on a football field and we done went through this whole technique of tackling somebody and you miss an open field tackle where you could have blown somebody up and made a great tackle, I'm going to be on your ass and hold you accountable for that. I'm going to hold you accountable for that. Because we've been working all week, all summer on technique and the things that I fuss at you about and all this and that. You got to be accountable for missing that tackle if you know you've been putting in the work to do it. And a lot of us don't want to say, man, I know I'm a fuck up. I know I'm a drunk. I know I'm a slut. I know I'm a hoe. I know I'm this. I know I'm for the streets. I know I'm a ain't shit parent and all that. When you look at life, man, accountability is what's dragging us down. And I feel bad for a lot of children, especially our young men out there. A lot of our men, our black men, are homosexuals because of their mothers, because of how their mothers raised them, because of the lack of masculinity the mother allowed into their life. And a lot of women don't want to be accountable for it. So what they do, they just accept it like it's the right thing. Like they do that. They do that. A lot of y'all sisters do that. You get what I'm saying? And I know a lot of us, you know, when it comes to us so-called African-American people, we don't want nobody, don't talk about my mama. Don't talk about my mom. Well, a lot of our moms ain't shit. And it's facts. Facts, because of their lack of parenting, their lack of discernment, their lack of poor choice in the men that they select who have came into their life and not been an asset to these young men that become homosexuals. Gossiping in front of your kids. This little boy, since he was born, all he's been hearing is gossiping, smoking, drinking, talking about men, bashing men, sex, all these type of things. He's not been around men. You don't want to take him and put him in no sports program. You get what I'm saying? When God is shifting the right man into your life or into his life, you push him out because of your vices and strongholds. Man, come on. A lot of sisters don't want to be accountable for the fact that they are the reason that their son has went down this particular road. So what they do, instead of being accountable or holding themselves accountable, they just accept it. Now I got to be my son's greatest supporter in his sin and what's wrong. And it's not just with homosexuality. It could be shit if your son gangbanging, if your son a hoe, a man, like, you know, just a womanizer, same thing. And a lot of us men are guilty of that shit too. Our lack of parenting, our lack of focus, our lack of dedication over obligation. When we feel obligated to being parents, we don't really put our heart into it. It's just like a job. It's just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We got to break out of that, you guys. We got to break out of that shit. Correction is love in motion. That's all it is, y'all. Correction is love in motion. And on that note, do not go nowhere, man. We getting real on the patio. Underneath the patio, it's your friendly neighborhood man, J5TH. We live, we active and direct, man. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back in a tick on the Patio PolitiCz.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Yeah, we back. We back, man. If you just tuning in, we talking about accountability, man. We talking about accountability. Accountability is not an attack on your character. No, it is not. It is not an attack on your character. Not at all. So we just talking about holding each other up. Before I went on break, we was talking about correction is love in motion. That's what correction is. It's love in motion. And a lot of us don't understand that. We was also talking about if a person truly holds you accountable, they're not attacking your character. It's not an attack on your character. Oftentimes when people tell us something about ourselves that we need to hear, we don't want to hear it because it hurts. And again, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. We was talking about how a lot of parents are the reason for the downfall of their children. And a lot of these parents don't want to be accountable for nothing, for shit. The way they live their life. Our grandparents don't want to be accountable. Great grandparents don't want to be accountable. You know, those great grandparents that are still here for some of these children. A lot of things are on us. A lot of curses, strongholds are on us because of our lineage. What comes from our family, what was passed down to us. Alcoholism, womanizing, you know, sexism, a lot of, you know, promiscuity. A lot of things were passed down to us, and we have to go through life. It's like we were born to be broken, you know, born to be broken and don't know why. How did we get here? But yet we're being criticized, our upbringing all the way up on why we this way. Why you always do this? You just like your dad. You just like your da. All these different nuances and sayings and affirmations. Remember how powerful the tongue is. It can build a bridge and it can burn one. Same tongue. Build a bridge or it can burn one. It can also speak life and it can take life. You know what I'm saying? So all these things that were speaking over us as children, the negative shit, our parents don't want to be accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? Because if we call them out on it now, or they call their parents out on it, they're going to feel like it's an attack on their character because of ego, because of pride, because of all these things. Speaking of ego will have you defending what you should be defeating. Ego is a motherfucker, man. They say it in the Bible, pride cometh before the downfall. And that goes over a lot of people's head. But again, ego will have you defending someone or something that you should be defeating. And we have to ask ourselves that, right? Why do we take offense when someone tells us the truth? Why? Does that make any sense? Why? Because it bruises our ego, you know, or it hurts our pride. We got to look at it, man. Those that was raised in the soil in the trenches taught us to be defensive, to be tough, but not to be reflective. Your big homie ain't gonna teach you that. He gonna teach you how to be defensive, but he's not gonna teach you how to be reflective. See, when you reflect, you grow. When you reflect, you grow. That's the bottom line. Ego will have you fucked up out here in these streets, man. For real. Ego will fuck up a lot of great relationships with you because of your ego and your pride. Some of us out there will rather crash than correct. Why? Because of our ego. Because of our ego. And over what? When you sit back and think about your life in retrospect, right? As you're reflecting, look at all the places your ego has taken you or gotten you. Just think about it. Same thing with pride. Pride and ego will have you not reaching out to apologize to someone for something that you did wrong. Because of your ego and your pride and your immaturity. Remember, I named one of them maturity. Accountability, maturity comes with accountability. Vice versa. They work hand in hand with each other. So guess what? I'm not going to call that person because they going to think they got one. See, that's, man, person that thinks like that is lacking emotional and psychological intelligence and spiritual intelligence. Why are you ego tripping when it comes to those that you love? Why is it ego for that? Why is it pride with people that you love? Remember, correction is love in motion. So you cannot be corrected by someone that loves you because they want to see you right. They want to see you advance in your salvation. You get what I'm saying? We all gonna be somewhere when we transition. We all gotta go somewhere. You're mad because I want you to be where I'm gonna eventually be. So because I correct you, hoping and praying that you get there, you feel some type of way. So you rather crash than be corrected? Come on, man. Like, the shit is heavy. If you can't be checked, you can't be trusted. If you cannot be checked, you cannot be trusted. We got to get out of this phase of don't tell me nothing. You don't know what you're talking about. A lot of time motherfuckers do know what they talking about. Pride and ego, man. The loudest man in the room is the weakest. The loudest man in the room is the weakest. And a lot of people don't know that, man. The bamboo that bends is stronger than the oak tree that resists. Think about that. If you know about trees, right? Bamboo trees. The bamboo that bends is stronger than the oak that resists. That's facts. That's facts. You got to be accountable. Accountability, again, is not an attack on one's character. It's to help you grow, to move forward in life. Correction is a blessing, not a burden. A lot of us think because the people that we love in our life correct us, it's like, oh man, Nah. You got to understand, in Hebrews, I believe it's, Shalak. Hebrews 12:6. I believe it states, God correct those he loves. God corrects those he loves. And we can't take nothing like that with face value, because that's facts. He corrects those he loves, and he places the ones that he loves. He places people in your life to hold you accountable, to correct you. No, you're going the wrong way. Don't do that. You can't tell me nothing. That's ego and pride and stupidity talking. You're a clown. Accountability is kingdom's currency. Real friends ain't gonna let you die in your mess.
Message!
Real friends are not gonna let you die in your mess. And they will fight to push you to righteousness. They'll fight to push you to proper salvation. They would. We got to start realizing who we call tribe, because a real tribe checks each other privately and uplifts publicly. You got to watch who in your tribe and who's your tribesman. I'm going to say that shit again for the people in the back, because I know that probably went over your head. When you're in a real tribe is going to check each other privately and uplift publicly. That's what it's supposed to be like. Front to back, back and forth, all this other type of stuff. And if I call you my brother, why would I let you self-destruct? Or if your sister call you her sister in this sisterhood, why would she let you self-destruct? There's no real honor in seeing your brother and sister self-destruct. Not at all. Not one bit. There's no honor in that. And if someone finds honor in that, that's not your brother and sister. They're a demon. And you better run far away as fuck from them as possible. You got to. You get what I'm saying? And how I look at life, man, with me, it's better a slap from the truth than a kiss from a lie. For myself. When the wise is corrected, he becomes wiser. When the wise is corrected, he becomes wiser. Your circle should be your mirror. Your circle and your tribe should be your mirror. You are a reflection of the company that you keep. And on that note, don't go nowhere, man. We getting deep on the Patio PolitiCz. Please stay. Like, share, subscribe. Share it to a friend, man. I'm going to give y'all something today. If not, I'm going to give y'all a lot.
I guess we gotta hold courts in the streets.
That part.
Hold courts in the street? What the fuck are you talking about? This ain't the time to move!
No loose ends, right?
So you're the predator. Right up until your prey.
The council is fictitious, and any information regarding them is false.
Y'all don't understand that mercy is a weakness.
And it is the exact reason why we are in this crisis today. That's why I will not show the same mercy and sympathy that my father did.
You know y'all like legends and shit, right? Like New Age Black Panthers.
Look, the council is nothing but some local killers terrorizing our streets, okay? So effective immediately is the war on this council. And we're gonna do everything in our power to keep our streets safe.
This council group stands behind every law-abiding citizen that wants change.
There are just so many people out here that have lost hope, and they're looking for the answers to their problems.
And are you that answer, Councilman Gay?
No. I'm the solution. Nigga, you know you gotta do better than that. I'm from the mud just like you, just a little bit more dirty. The council ends with you.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back. We here, we live. I pray and hope that you didn't run nowhere, man. It's the Patio PolitiCz. It's your friendly neighborhood, man. J5 from the east side, and we live doing it right, man. We talking about accountability, man. Accountability. Don't go nowhere, man. Your tribe and your circle is your mirror. They are your mirror. I'm telling you, you are a reflection of the company that you keep. Now, we live in a culture now where it's all about clout and culture cancel culture. Shalakia. Cancel culture. We need to make this accountability culture. When we gonna do that? Our culture is quick to cancel, but slow to correct. Now you got to ask yourself this. Are we going to progress being that way? We cancel each other the fastest more than any culture of people. More than anybody. We cancel each other faster than the whites cancel us. Man, we lynch and kill and destroy each other faster than anybody else. We'll cancel each other before we correct. Now it has me thinking, right? And this is only a touchy subject for the week. And I say for the week because people are in their ego, they're in their pride, they're in their feelings, right?
Get out your feelings.
You mad?
Get out your feelings.
If you can recall, look at the culture that we're in now. Look how fast we canceled Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. When the situation happened with Ray Rice on the elevator, Ray Rice, look how fast our people, we canceled our own instead of corrected them. You dig what I'm saying? And it's a popularity thing or a nostalgia thing where it's like, it's somebody that's going through the same thing R. Kelly and Bill Cosby went through. I think a little bit worse because of, RICO charges and shit like that, and dealing with the feds. But it's like one thing, a lot of people aren't canceling that individual because of popularity, because I grew up listening and then I grew up, my childhood was him. I this and that. Like, man, if you're going to cancel one, cancel them all. We selectively cancel who we want to cancel and dick ride who we want to dick ride and all that. And it's unfair. It's unfair. Everybody deserves a right to be corrected. Accountability says, look, you fucked up. Let's fix it. You messed up. Let's fix it. How can we correct it? That's what accountability says. It doesn't say that to everybody, but that's what accountability says. While cancel culture says, Oh, you fucked up? Let's hang him. You fucked up? Let's bury him. You fucked up? Let's kill him. When R. Kelly was going through trial, man, those motherfuckers posting saying, man, he need to die. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. What? When Michael Jackson, when he was brought up for his alleged shit that he was almost convicted over, right? OJ said, let's kill him. Not correct him. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. Fuck him. He threw him to the wolves, right? And it's sad, man. Accountability. This is us doing to our own. That's why I said cancel culture versus accountability culture. What do we want at the end of the day? Do we want growth or we just want validation, right? What do we want out of all this? We got to stop this shit. We have to, and it's up to us to do it, especially a lot of us podcasters. Podcasts has become the new radio, and in some instances, the new television. You know, depending on what podcast it is, because we're finding out things from these great podcasts about certain artists we grew up and listening, certain creatives and artists that we grew up listening to and watching for many, many years. And we're finding out certain things about them that we didn't know about, their struggles, you know, their addictions. They're being transparent in a lot of these interviews, and we're finding out so much about these individuals that we didn't know that makes them more connected to us than just their music, than just their film, than just their lavish life or their style and things of that nature, the monetary shit, where we feel more connected spiritually to these individuals. So shout out to all those podcasts that's doing their thing with that and not creating gang wars and beefs, drama, bullshit, interviewing homeless people and not helping them, different shit like that, man. It's sad right now. It's sad right now. And we're the type of people will accept anything in this generation for clout. Sad to say, we got to be accountable for that. And it's like when it comes to our people, right? This is why we so much underneath. He who refuses to learn is already dead. It's sad. It ain't funny. I chuckle because I think about it like, fuck, man. Come on now. He who refuses to learn is already dead. You're gone. And we do not want to learn. We run from learning. We run from learning. We don't want to know about our culture. We don't know about our black kings. We're not open to polygamy. We're not open to understanding. I'm just naming certain things. Don't fucking shoot the messenger. But I'm just saying we are so closed off with learning. You get what I'm saying? And you got to look at this right. When it talks about certain things, man, I hate to throw shade on shit, but I'm gonna throw shade at y'all. I just hope y'all catch it. Do not destroy the tree that offers you shade just because it dropped a fruit. Don't destroy the tree that offers you shade just because it dropped a fruit and the fruit fell on you. We got to do better, people. Iron sharpens iron. That's in Proverbs, man, 27:17. Iron sharpens iron. We got to do greater, you guys. And it starts with us at the end of the day. And it's funny when we start, when the truth is being told, it's like the truth sounds to hate to someone who hates hearing the truth. You know, the truth sound like hate to those who hate the truth. You got to break away from them people at all costs, man. You have to. Now we got to and that's what I say, man. Fuck all that cancel culture shit. We got to do accountability culture. And after we do that, now we got to do self-check season. We got to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. We already wrecked, so it's time to check ourselves. What more do we have, right? Do you allow yourself to be held accountable? Ask yourself that. Y'all know I'm coming with it. We're in a witching hour, right? How do you respond to someone who tells you about your blind spots? I'm asking you so you can ask yourself that. It's self-check time. These are when the questions are getting asked. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is when the questions are being asked, and you got to ask yourself that. It's a moment of reflection, right? Because accountability must start with self before you extend it to others. So I can't expect to hold you guys accountable if I'm not out here doing the work and holding myself accountable. You dig what I'm saying? Same thing with those out there. Because if you're trying to hold somebody, and I say trying intentionally, right? If you're trying to hold somebody accountable, but they looking at your life and seeing your life is shit and you can't even hold yourself accountable, or you get egotistical or prideful when they see somebody trying to hold you accountable, you can't try to preach that to somebody else. You a hypocrite. You cannot do that shit. You get what I'm saying? And now we living in a times where most people out there, they want to be supported, not sharpened. Self-check time, y'all. It's time to sharpen that iron. The hardest prison to escape is the ones that we build ourselves. And as a people, we have built it. Don't pray for elevation if you're running from correction. Do not, under no circumstance, do that. You know, and if you're suffering with maturity starts when you stop blaming everybody else. It does. It does. Let correction lead us, you guys, and let us transform from it. Now, y'all know I got questions for y'all, right? When was the last time you allowed somebody to correct you? And how did you respond? Do you surround yourself around yes men, or you surround yourself around people who want to see the great in you? AKA truth tellers. And then you got to ask yourself, are you open to being wrong in front of the right people? Ask yourself that. So for the rest of this week, I want you to answer those questions. Not even write nothing down. Not even write nothing down this week. But ask yourself that question, man. It's the Patio PolitiCz. Underneath the Patio. That's all I got for y'all right now today. Until the next time, please make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to the Rider for Life gang. Shout out to the Patio PolitiCz gang. This your friendly neighborhood man, J5, J5 from the east side. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all stay true to yourself, man. And understand that accountability doesn't break you. It builds you. All right? And on that note, man, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all next week, man. East side.